Welcome to the Jim Show with your host, Jim. What I want to talk about today is the fact that where you are right now is absolutely perfect. The person that you are right now, the place where you are right now, the things that you're doing, whatever they are, is fine. It's perfect. There's no problem with it. As long as you recognize where you are. I think that's the only piece that really matters. That's really a requirement, is that you can see where you are. You can recognize that you're choosing to be right where you are right now. Now, a personal example from my life is still being in the job that I'm in. And I'm transitioning over time. And I recognize that staying in the job is slowing down my expansion. I recognize that fact, and that's okay. I am where I am right now, and the change is happening as it should, and as it will. And it's fine. It's totally fine. And I know that if I leaped, that I would be supported by universe, right? And that belief is important. Having a belief in yourself, having a belief in the universe, having a belief in something that you cannot objectively see, I do think is important. But if you don't have that right now, that's okay too. Because you recognize it, that you don't have that, and that's fine. Totally fine. Do you need to have it right now? No. Will you get there eventually? If you work at it, you will, because I wasn't there. I wasn't there at all. When I first heard about law of attraction, I was not in a place where I really believed that these things worked that way. When I read Think and Grow Rich, I didn't really believe that if I just had a burning desire and took action, that the things that I wanted would come to fruition. I didn't really believe that then. And that was only a few months ago. But that has changed. Now I do. I accept that as the truth. I know that that is how things work. I know it here. That that's how it works. So that's how this materium, that's how universe works. And that if I was to leap, that I would be supported. And there's some part of me that is fear. There's some part of me that still has a piece of, lack thinking going on. And I love that part of me. I love it. It's part of me. It's that last little part of me from the past, and it will go when it's time for it to go. I know that there are heavy things that I'm going to keep releasing, like the physical stuff in my home, for example. And as I do that, as I continue to work on this ever, increasing of frequency, letting go of heavy things, as I continue to work on this process, those things will go, and those parts of me will leave. They will leave and they won't come back. And that part of me that feels attached to having an identity tied to a career, or tied to, being an IT person, or having a title, like all those pieces of my identity that I've carried a long time, they will all pass. And the fact that I still have them right now is okay. It's perfectly fine. It's where I am. I couldn't be anywhere else than where I am right now. And everyone that is working on these kinds of things, I encourage you to accept that. To accept that where you are is exactly where you need to be. That there is no rush to get anywhere. That you are an infinite being, and that everything you do is adding to the understanding of the whole. Everything, whatever you're doing. There's no such thing as a mistake, right? You're just helping the universe to better understand itself in a different way, in a new way, that only you can. Whether you think it's a mistake, or whether you think it's a great success for your personal life, for your goals, for whatever, it's all a wonderful addition to the greater understanding of the whole. So nothing you're doing is wrong. Nothing you can ever do would be wrong, as long as you're not interfering with other entities' consciousness's ability to make their own choices and choose their own path. As long as you're not interfering with other people, then you can't do anything wrong in your own life. It is what it is. Embrace it, accept it, and when you do that, you're raising your frequency right there. It all comes back to frequency management. Everything comes back to that. So loving yourself and accepting where you are is raising your frequency and moving you forward. Just stay in that place as much as you can, because it makes life and every moment just so beautiful and so wonderful, and you can appreciate all this, everything. So I encourage you to love yourself, love where you are, and love the pieces of yourself that maybe you don't like that much at the moment, but you know that by loving them, you can let them go. I'll see you tomorrow.